The things I'll be working on is ball handling, defense, a lot of speed and power. I got to kind of change the way I'm eating because kill a pack of Oreos at night, the whole thing. It was really due to like battling like homelessness, just not knowing where you're going to sleep the next night, food to eat that night. I didn't always make the best decisions. Those are things I kind of go at myself internally about, but at the end of the day, like I said, I'm where I'm supposed to be. Can't nobody really depend on me the way that he does. I'm his father, and nobody else has that responsibility. With him, it's like even more of a push. It definitely made me like wake up and set a fire. August and September, I got G League tryouts, doing a couple combines, see what's right for me, like whether it's the G League or trying to go overseas and keep the ball rolling on my career. This is just the start.
Welcome to All I Do, the space where real stories, mindset, and strategy come together to move people forward. Today's guest is a professional basketball player with the Basketball League who represents quiet strength, discipline, and real focus. But there's more to him than what you'll see in the stats. He's a father, a competitor, and someone who's learning how to build a legacy on and off the court. I'm honored to host the #1 overall pick in the 2025 draft by the Virginia Valley Vipers, Dorian Benford. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here.
I love the introduction.
That was great. Oh, I love it too.
Yeah.
So the game yesterday was pretty intense. That was my first time, so I loved it.
Yeah.
I loved the venue. I loved the crowd, even though I guess it was kind of light for Mother's Day.
Yeah.
But like the music and the announcers like get us going. Do you hear that?
Yeah, the energy they bring is unreal. I think a lot goes into like the venue ready, but those guys, like, they always electric. Like, they always talking to the other team, talking to us, like cheering us on.
So who was that team you guys played?
We played the Capital Seahawks.
And you've played them a couple times this season.
Yeah.
So you already knew them.
Yeah, we already.
What was like the game plan going into it?
As far as for me, like, hedging on screens, talking to my teammates, rebounding, defending where I could, and as a whole, like, that was the goal. Like, defense, rebounding, communicating, trying to execute plays down the stretch.
Right.
Yeah.
How important is communication on the court?
It's very important. With me being a center, I'm kind of like the last line of defense, and like all my guys got their backs turned towards me, so I kind of got to be the guy who's vocal and talking to them to get over screens or go under screens, or if I'm getting back screens, somebody got to talk to me too, like we all have to, for it to work, all have to be on the same page.
Right, but how do you hear your teammates when there's like so much other energy and the coaches and it
is hard. Like sometimes, like I'll be yelling to the top of my lungs and people might not hear me because there's music blasting, or like they might so it's hard. That's why everybody got to be on the same page. If all 5 guys are talking to each other, it makes it a little bit more easier. Like if he didn't hear what I say, maybe he heard what somebody who said who's 3 feet away from him or 5 feet away from him. Like, but yeah, it's hard. Sometimes it's hard to hear. Like sometimes you can't even hear the coach, like when he's calling a play. So like
you're just so focused. You're like in the middle of it.
Yeah.
You guys seem like you have like a good camaraderie within the team.
Yeah.
So how does that develop?
Everybody really want to win a championship. Everybody are really good guys at the core. So I feel like everybody gelled together pretty well. And it happened fairly quick, You would think we all known each other for a long time, but it's been short. It's been a short season.
When did the season start?
Late February.
Oh, wow. So you were new to the team.
Yeah.
And was everybody else?
I think everybody else was new, but except for 2 people.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was quick.
Yeah.
And you guys made it to the playoffs.
Yeah.
So you have a couple more season games and then the playoffs start? Okay, so how does that structure work?
Single elimination, I believe.
Oh, is it?
So yeah, gotta keep winning. Gotta win or you go home.
When do you know when the first game is? And like, are you going to be home, away? Like, when is all that determined?
I don't know that yet, but I'm pretty sure we might be away.
Well, we'll have to go regardless.
Yeah.
Like, how far do you play?
The furthest we went is Jersey.
Okay.
Right now we about to go to Albany, New York, on the 18th. That's gonna be the furthest place we go. But besides that, yeah. But there's teams all over, across America and Canada.
But you're just on the East.
Yeah, we're just on this side.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the playoffs are still just the East.
I think we're going to play everybody in the East, and then, if we win our conference, I think we play the champions of other conferences.
Okay. So You're looking forward to that.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it a lot. Yeah.
How did it feel being drafted number one overall?
It was an amazing feeling. It was unexpected. Not unexpected in a way of I didn't like value myself in that way, but like unexpected in the sense of I didn't think that many coaches were like gonna try to like grab me. I think my team had to make a push for like to get the number one spot, because when I went to the combine, like 1 through 14 were like trying to, get me.
What is the process?
Well, my agent kind of got me into the TBL, so setting up calls and like just talking to different teams and seeing like what would be best for me. But really, it was the combine, then the draft, and all of that happened super quick, and then I was out here.
When is the combine?
It's been a blur.
So is it like Christmas time or before?
It was in, what was that, January? It had to be in January.
Okay.
Yeah, it had to be in January sometime.
So it's the same time every year?
I believe so, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha. You played college ball,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So what's the difference between college and the professional TBL?
The difference is, I think, you focus a lot in college, but you got school and a lot of external stuff going on. Not to say it's no external stuff going on while you're a pro, but you're a little bit more focused on your craft, and this is your job now. You get paid to do it. I just think the focus is a little more different. At this point, you're fighting to put food in your kid's mouth, so like that's
A little different.
that's the the difference for me.
So I do kind of want to talk about that student-athlete experience, because you said there is more focus, but I also feel like there's a lot of pressure with that. Like you have to make your grades.
Yeah,
like
I wasn't always the best with that. So like, but I did what I did. I think in college, I had a great experience in college. I went to 2 JUCOs. I didn't go to a university, but my JUCOs were very nice. I had good coaches. The first school I went to, we were ranked 16th in the nation. The second school I went to, we were 3rd in the nation.
Wow.
So I played with some very good players, got very good experience. And even though it's JUCO basketball, it was still Division I JUCO basketball. So you're playing against guys who just came from a D1 or who are trying to get to a D1 or like taking, a little year and playing JUCO, it's still, you got people going to the league from JUCO. So like, it's a different animal. Everybody's just there fighting, and I had a great experience with that.
But nothing is really included as far as like scholarships?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, so you still get scholarships, you still get grants.
Well, I got a full ride both places, meal plan, scholarship.
Oh, wow.
Books and stuff paid for.
So which colleges did you go to?
I went to Kilgore College in Texas, and then I went to Grayson College in Texas.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Chicago to Texas.
I went Chicago to California, then to Texas.
Okay.
California, I was at a prep school called TMG. Yeah, halfway through the season, I was on my way to junior college.
How does that work with like the prep school? Like, how do you even get that opportunity?
One of my high school coaches was telling me like, a coach is very interested in me and like coming to their prep school. Yeah, right after high school. And that was a fun experience for me too. That was the first time where I was like kind of living on my own. I think I was 17.
Like in a dorm or?
No, the first place I stayed, I had like a host, but I was out of there in like a month. Then I was living in Orange County for a while. We had like team apartments. I was living there for a while. And
at 17?
Yeah. I moved twice because I moved from the first place to the second place, then moved again. In place I was living with my teammate.
Okay.
Yeah.
How did you jump to JUCO? Like, how does that work?
I was starting to get more and more like offers to like, do certain stuff like go overseas or come to this college. A couple of Division I's wanted me to come, but my grades weren't ready yet. Like I said, I wasn't the best student. So junior college is a chance for you to, get your associates, and now you're ready to go to any university. That you decide to go to. And,
how did you handle the pressure? Like if everybody's trying to talk to you and get you on board, but then, you know that you have more to do academically, like how do you even handle that? I
felt like I definitely had some pressure, like as far as academically, just because like I didn't have the best foundation growing up, and I wasn't always super focused as I should have been. Like I don't really blame anybody for the position that I was in but myself. I think I could have been a lot more focused, but I didn't feel a whole bunch of pressure, if you get what I mean. Like I didn't feel no pressure playing basketball with a couple of different things, just because it just came natural. Only thing for me was just school. Like I'm like, oh, I'm not trying to do this. But I ended up working with I had a few good coaches, tutors and stuff like that, and I did what I was supposed to do.
Do you think like you're born with focus, or is that something you learn over time?
I was about to answer very quick, but then I thought about it, like maybe some people are born with like,
I I don't know. I mean, I think it is the way that we grow up is
Yeah.
our experience shape who we are.
Yeah, some people are super attentive.
But you're right. I do think if you have like a strong focus, likely you were pretty intense as a kid too.
Yeah.
Just, you needed all your toys lined up.
Yeah.
Your space needed to be cleaned, and you needed that structure. So what was it like growing up?
Beautiful. I think there's beauty in everything, and I would say it was beautiful. I love the experiences I've had with my family. Like, my family is everything to me, so I would say beautiful.
Oh, that is beautiful.
Yeah.
So, like, who is it in your family that raised you?
My mom, I would say my grandma, all my aunts. My grandma had 8 kids. She had 2 boys, 6 girls.
Wow.
Majority of them over 6 feet, except for the oldest one, I think. My uncle was 7 foot, and my other uncle was 6'10". One of my uncles went to high school. went to the NBA out of high school. He was a first-round draft pick.
Oh my gosh!
And I would say my mom and granny, mom and granny. My aunts too. Like I said, though, they raised me too.
So a heavy female influence.
Definitely.
So how do you think that shaped you today?
I'm still a young man, but the younger man, like going into becoming a young man, I think it helped me a lot. I feel like sensitive to, the feelings of the women around me. I think Robin used it yesterday, called me a romantic, but I like, giving gifts or being there when somebody needed ear.
Yeah.
But also, like, on the other corner of that, I think I was like a little bit like sensitive myself. like maybe there was times where I could have been, more manly. Overall, I feel like they gave me a good perspective of life and what things should be.
I think I read somewhere that you had several different schools that you were in.
Yeah.
How many would you say?
16.
In Chicago?
16, 15. Just like Chicago and the outer areas of Chicago too, yeah. It was really due to like battling like things like homelessness, just not knowing where you're going to sleep the next night. Like, there was times I went to a school for a day before. Like, got enrolled at the end of the day, was enrolled out. By the time I got to 7th grade, I had went to 15 or 14 different schools. Even in high school, each year I was at a different school. So like, when I said foundation, that's what I meant. I never stayed in a school or with a teacher long enough to like get what I needed.
Right.
But at the end of the day, God still blessed me to be where I am.
There was a consistency there for you to just latch onto.
Yeah.
So were you always playing basketball?
No. I always liked it. I play outside on the court, but I felt like I loved football a lot more than basketball when I was younger. I felt like it was, much easier to get into. I was kind of a little knucklehead, so I like the fact that you can tackle and stuff like that. And,
were you always bigger than everybody, even as
no,
a kid?
Actually, I was the same size as everybody until like 6th, 7th grade. I was like 5'11". 8th grade, I was 6'2", and then freshman year, it was like the big gap. I was 6'5" freshman year. Sophomore year, 6'8", 6'7", and then junior year 6'9", and senior year 6'10". And now I'm 6'11" with shoes on.
That's funny that you remember that.
Yeah, no, it was crazy. I was growing like 2 or 3 inches every year, and everybody kept noticing. I was probably the second biggest kid in the school, but I was definitely the biggest freshman, so it wasn't hard to like notice.
So you said you had one challenge you faced was homelessness. So was that something with your mom that you guys would always travel together? Do you have siblings?
Yeah, siblings.
Okay.
Yeah, I got 2 younger siblings.
Okay. How old are they?
21 and 22.
Okay, so like
23.
stair steps.
Yeah, 23 actually.
So basically, the 4 of you.
Yeah.
And then you just kind of had to find a place to stay.
I had to, find places to stay, find, food to eat that night. Like, I was more focused on things like that than school at times, or like doing what was right. Even with still learning how to be, do things correctly. I didn't always make the best decisions, and those are things I kind of, go at myself internally about. But at the end of the day, like I said, I'm where I'm supposed to be, I think.
I believe that too, that, we find our way, for sure.
Definitely. That was big growing up. But even with all of that, we always stayed close. Even when we didn't have things, we always had each other. Like, we always laughing about something, always telling each other we love each other, always doing something together. With not having things, like, we valued each other a lot more. So I think, in a sense, like, it didn't happen for no reason, There's people who grow up with their siblings, they, don't barely talk, or, like, can't really tell each other I love you or stuff like that. And I feel like with us not having things, we valued each other other. We still do. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just got off the phone with him. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And I like that you had described it as beautiful, because that is beautiful.
Yeah.
You know, all of the challenges, and it just brought you guys closer.
Yeah, definitely.
Where is your family today?
In Chicago.
Okay.
Yep, still in Chicago.
Do they live together still?
Yep.
Okay,
Everybody live
okay.
together now. We've been chilling. Yeah, it's been pretty good. Everybody rooting for me to do what I'm doing and get to a place where I want to be able to take care of my son.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes. So let's talk about your son.
Yeah, I love my son.
What's his name?
Demir.
And he's only a few months old, right?
4 months.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
What has that been like for you?
It's been amazing. I was super happy when he was born. Even before he came here, I've just been super happy. He's growing every day. He's getting big. 4 months, already holding his own bottle.
Wow. He's hungry.
Yeah, he's gonna be a big one.
Mm-hmm.
I can't wait. It'll be funny if he gets taller than me, but yeah.
What do you think?
I think he could. I think he very well could. I wouldn't be surprised if he did, but I feel like he's gonna be in that 6'8" range, 6'7", 6'8".
Mm-hmm. So what do you hope for him?
Got a bunch of things that I probably want. I want my son to play basketball. I want him to do this, that, and the third. But what I hope for him as an individual, I'll say, find God. I want him to have a close relationship with God, maybe even closer than the one that I have. I can't say that I'm perfect, but, way closer relationship than I have with God, to have integrity, to always be a gentleman. I think those 3 things.
So what are your plans after the season ends?
I'm going back to Chicago. I'm going to be working out for a couple of months. And then in August and September, I got G League tryouts. Okay. So I'll be trying out for the G League and doing a couple combines per my agent, and trying to see what's right for me, whether it's the G League or trying to go overseas and, keep the ball rolling on my career. This is just a start.
So is that the natural progression, JUCO, a TBL, then G League, or?
Yeah, and there's different avenues. You can go JUCO to overseas, or JUCO to the NBA, or there's a whole bunch of different avenues. Everybody's path is different, but yeah, you got it right.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so where are you feeling right now? Would you want to stay local or international?
I want to stay local. I want to go to the NBA G League. That's my goal. I'm going to work very hard to get there. May it not be for me. God will show me. I wouldn't mind going overseas either. I think it would be an amazing experience to go somewhere I've never been, live life, see different cultures, and establish my name, club team, to where when I do come back to America is to the NBA.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So what do you think you need to work on when you're doing your workouts leading up to
this?
Mm-hmm.
I was just talking yesterday to my trainer, just more power, more speed, running. I think I'm pretty fast for my size already, but more power.
What do you gauge? Do you run the 50-yard dash, and what is how do you determine speed?
I think 3-4 course sprint, but I don't remember my time from the combine.
Okay.
I'm trying to remember. It was pretty fast though.
Right,
it
but
was
is there room?
fast.
I guess I'm just asking, is there room to?
I recently got a little bit bigger. When I first got here, I was 237. I'm now 260. That was my goal, to pack on more muscle, but also keep my speed, mobility. So the things I'll be working on is, ball handling, defense, a lot of speed and power, just to keep myself as athletic as I am, and taking care of my overall health. I gotta kind of change the way I'm eating, because kill a pack of Oreos at night, the whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Been there.
Yeah. So I got to change that a little bit, and really just keep my ear open on what I can improve on. I got what I think I can improve on in my head,
Mm-hmm.
but somebody can always, point something out to you that you can do a little bit better, and I like that. I'm always open.
So you have a trainer?
Yeah.
Okay. And you have an agent?
Yeah.
How did you even come up with that team?
I talked to a couple of agents before signing with this one. This one just felt right. It was more personal, before we ever even talked about signing anything. It was more, we had talks about, family, what's going on at home, and what can I help you with, stuff like that. And even though I was denying help at first, at the end of the day, I think it just came down to feeling like it was a safe space. It was more family oriented. We didn't really even sign until I had already been in TBL by then, and they got me into the TBL, So yeah, it wasn't hard to sign with them. I think a lot of other people kind of rubbed me the wrong way. So yeah.
So from us talking, it's clear that family is important to you.
Mm-hmm.
I think connection is important to you.
Mm-hmm.
I think improvement And growth is important to you?
Definitely.
What else would you add?
I think you got it right. Like really just like my family, making new experiences and like living life to the fullest to, really gauge what you can in this world. You can't really control things, but, you can learn for yourself and try to, get where you're trying to go.
Yeah. What do you like to do in your free time?
Free time.
Do you have any free time, first of all?
Yeah, I'll be having some. I'll play the game or play basketball in my free time. I still find it fun, even though it's work. Go find somewhere to eat. I like movies or arcades, so stuff like that. Yeah.
What movie have you seen recently?
Recently, I'm actually supposed to go see a movie today. But, recently, Sinners.
You did see it?
Yeah.
Okay, I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, I watched it at the house. Thunderbolt.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Can we talk about Sinners a little bit?
Yeah, sure.
Only because,
yeah.
So I was hesitant to see it because, I don't know, I'm just really sensitive to, like, that point in history, the time period. So I'm just like, oh, is there just going to be a lot of injustice? And but I just need to get over it because clearly, like, I'm passionate about equity and empowerment and progressing for, the Black community. So I'm going to see it regardless. But is it heavy?
I don't want to give it away too much, but I would say they did an amazing job of like articulating what it was during the time period, but it wasn't overbearing to the point where you were like, oh, I don't want to watch this. You'll just see that, okay, they're playing the time period, right? Like they're doing it right. Okay. You're seeing stuff that you probably would actually see. I know a lot of people didn't want to watch it like for like religious reasons too. I've heard a couple people tell me that, like, oh, I'm not watching that. But the more you get into it, it was really just a vampire story. Like really a story about, two brothers, but it was more of like a vampire movie to me. That's how it seemed.
Did you like it?
It was great.
Okay,
it was great.
Okay.
I like it. And I like how to the point everything was. The film seemed kind of quick, I feel like.
Like a lot of action?
A decent amount.
Okay.
Not like a whole bunch. Only like towards the end. But I felt like it was quicker than I thought it would have been, and it made you like want to watch something more or like watch something else. Yeah, it was very intriguing.
Okay.
Yeah, I liked it.
So Thunderbolt.
I just watched the preview. I really don't even know what that's about.
Right. Well, it's like Avengers, right?
It's Avengers?
Yeah. Right?
Yeah, I'm just going to watch.
Yeah, that kind of universe.
Yeah.
But what other movies do you like?
It's a wide range. My favorite movie of all time is Get Rich or Die Trying, 50 Cent. Yeah, that's my favorite movie of all time.
Tell me why.
I just like the story. That was like one of the first movies that I really watched like as a kid, like 8 maybe, where I could really remember and like see it for what it was. And I can watch it over and over even as an adult now. Like that's my favorite movie. I haven't really said why though. I still didn't really say why. I just I'm trying to think.
I mean, like, do you relate
like
to
I said,
it?
yeah, I relate to I feel like I relate to the story. Like single mother, I could just relate to it, like coming from where I come from, like seeing friends who went through similar situations, or just hearing how certain people grew up, or like where I'm from the heart of Chicago, like a heart of Inglewood in Chicago. I've seen a lot, so I related to it in that sense. Like I like seeing it, and yeah, that's why it's always gonna be my favorite movie. That and Lion King. The first Lion King.
Okay. We have to give a lot of credit to your mom then
definitely.
Yeah, that's amazing to be able for her to also persevere.
Yeah.
Find a way.
Yeah.
With her 3 kids. And then you all are still just so close. That's amazing.
Yeah. She sacrificed a lot. In my head, I always told her, like, I know you were doing the best that you could, trying to raise us. She's still there. Like, I could call her now and she'll be trying to tell me what to do or not to do. Like she's still, active. And so
yeah, mom is always a mom.
Yeah. So I'm blessed to have her in my life.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So when you think about the future, what does it look like?
I see myself elevating in my craft. I see myself elevating as a father. I feel like I got to get closer with God. I'm still working on it. Like, I'm not the best, but I do pray, thank him. I ask for forgiveness. But I think there's other things that I need to do to solidify how I feel and what message he's, giving me, or what purpose he's giving me.
Right, right. How can we cultivate that journey? Like what can we do within ourselves to just be more open to receiving that message?
I feel like you got to want to receive the message and be open. I think kind of got to apply by some of the things that he talks about, or like, you know, that you're supposed to do. And that's hard because we're not all perfect. You're not always going to do right, and I don't think that's what he's expecting. I feel like my heart is always in a good place. Even if something did go wrong, you know, I probably meant well before anything went wrong. But I would say just you got to be open to it, and also like seek it. You have to seek. It comes to you sometimes, but like if you're seeking it, usually you're going to, just like anything else.
Yeah, I think we're always just looking to grow that journey as well.
Yeah.
You know? And I think you said it best, like you just have to know that you're making the right decisions. You have to feel that you're a good person and doing things with good intent, and then be open to it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Your son.
Mm-hmm.
So you're saying he's holding the bottle. Next is going to be eating solid foods.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can't wait for that. I really like try to put ice cream in front of his face, like, you know what this is. Like, I can't wait till he can eat.
Well, he can't wait either, clearly.
Yeah, I know.
And then it's going to be crawling.
Mm-hmm.
You won't be able to have anything out.
Yeah.
And then obviously the walking, and then it's over from there. He's just running and getting into everything.
Yeah, I can't wait for that. I'm super excited. Yeah, that's going to be amazing.
Kids are like one of the best things that could happen.
Definitely.
To a person.
I think he made me a lot more aware of what I need to do. Definitely makes you work harder. Even though before it wasn't just about me, to me it was about my family. But with him, it's like even more of a push. Like I have to. Like my family do depend on me, but like can't nobody really depend on me the way that he does. I'm his father at the end of the day, and nobody else has that responsibility. Yeah, it definitely made me like wake up and set a fire. Yeah.
So focused.
Yeah. Laser.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
No, I would like to thank you. Thank
Of
you for
course.
like inviting me and like setting this up.
Yeah, I definitely want to keep in touch.
Yeah, definitely.
Because I think your journey is special.
Mm-hmm.
And it's
Thank
just
you.
getting started.
Yes, it is.
Are you kidding? Oh!